You get that deep richness from...
Stop.
Sorry,
Why'd you do
I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. I have self-defeating tendencies. I asked my therapist that I don't have because I have self-defeating tendencies, so I haven't gotten one.
Every chef knows there are unbreakable rules in the kitchen, but what happens when you actually break those rules? Do the food gods rain fiery vengeance upon thee, or are they arbitrary myths peddled from chef to chef just waiting to be broken? To find out, I've assembled this highly trained team of cookie connoisseurs to put them to the test. Because this is Myth Munchers!
Myth Munchers! You ready to munch some myths? You ready to do this?
Yeah.
Get up off your seat. So today, we owe it to the home chefs to teach them how to make the best chocolate chip cookies. And to do that, we have several myths to be munched.
What is that? Is that Trevor?
No, that's the WWE referee. This is my wrestling costume that I've been putting together.
That
I just kind of wanted you guys to see it. So this is me as the trash raccoon. I got a nice little fur coat. This is real raccoon fur, by the way. We had to kill 68 raccoons.
They're from the Burlington Coat Factory?
No, it's not Burlington. That's real raccoon fur. That's not Burlington Coat Factory.
Stockings?
Yeah, well, I like to wear stockings because it makes my legs look lean and sexy. And then my special move is that I take an old banana peel and I put it in my mouth and I go, "Arr!" and then I kind of slap it in the other person's face. It's neither here nor there, though. Let's not get caught up in the trash raccoon, though. I do want to frame that and put it in my room later. So, chocolate chip cookie myths. Y'all are familiar with cookies? You bake cookies?
Plenty of times.
No.
Trevor's never baked a cookie. Trevor, a cookie is like a little bread, but kind of sweet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you have a degree in pastry, so you should be very familiar with these. So first off, we are going creaming versus no creaming. I think creaming butter is an absolute myth.
Yeah, well, you're stupid.
I'm gonna cream you, buddy. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, next up, we got the actual chocolate chip portion of this. We're going chocolate chips versus chunks versus chocolate wafers. Maybe the chocolate chip itself is the myth to be munched, and then penultimately, great word, Josh. Thanks, Josh. We're checking out most chocolate chip cookie recipes, they use a mixture of brown sugar and white sugar. I got a sneaking suspicion that all brown sugar is best because I like it wet. But we're gonna test white sugar versus brown sugar versus half and half. And then finally, we're getting to the actual cooking of the cookies. We're gonna see if cooking them from frozen versus refrigerated versus just room temp right after you make the old dough, you know what I'm talking about, is actually best. So we got a lot of work to get to. We're gonna eat a lot of delicious cookies today. Trevor's gonna have a lot of opinions that are probably gonna prove right that I'm gonna yell about. And I have a feeling that I'm gonna be wrong about damn near everything. But there's a chance that I'm not.
Nope, there's no chance.
Ooh, you're getting better at that every day. Look at you.
I'll say color guard 3 years in a row. Myth Munchers, you ready to write down our predictions? All right, winner gets the fantasy football trophy. Well, actually, no, you get the loser of my fantasy football league has to wear it's an old bra that was left at our college apartment 9 years ago, and we have to wear it around a cruise ship for a day, so you can have that.
I get the bra. Let's go.
All right, well, let's write down our predictions. There you go. Write them down. We'll see who wins. I'm gonna beat Trevor.
You need one to no, you're
Wild
not.
card gonna be Trevor.
Literally not.
Baking is not a science. Baking is a weird cult, and there's no rules.
Pens?
Yeah, I got one. Trevor, today we're making cookies. We got two sort of automaton machines in front of us.
Stand mixers.
Stand mixers, that's what they're called. So right now we're gonna be testing creaming versus no creaming. However, there are some control variables in here. We are going half brown sugar, half white sugar. We'll test that later to see if it's the best. We're gonna be cooking this from room temperature, and then we're gonna be using these little chocolate teardrops. They're shaped like a coxinha de frango from Brazil. But we'll get to those later. But right now we're testing creaming versus no creaming.
Yes.
Explain yourself.
The reason that people cream and why you should cream and why Josh is wrong.
It's healthy.
Everything.
It's healthy to do it every once in a
Okay,
while.
you got it out of your system?
Yeah, there's gonna be more cream.
Okay. The reason that you cream your butter and your sugar is you actually whip air into it and it causes your cookies to be fluffier. If you just mix all the ingredients in one, it's gonna become a lot denser.
Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly.
The reason I don't cream, Trevor, let me tell you why I don't cream. It's because I practice what's called free baking, which is where I don't have any recipe and I take various amounts of butters, sugars, flours, and eggs and I mash them together until it creates cookies.
And that's why your cookies suck.
So I dropped off cookies to Trevor's home during the early parts of the pandemic, and then looking back, they were kind of crappy cookies, and Trevor didn't eat them. He gave them to his roommate.
I did.
I'm just gonna toss everything in the bowl and whack it together, because that's what I do.
And I'm gonna put 170 grams of room temp butter. Fun fact, this is also the first time we've ever measured a recipe in grams on the show.
Which I can say, I also don't believe in that. That's also a myth. I could have measured this. This is about 138 grams of sugar.
No, that is, well, okay,
142 grams of brown sugar.
It's 128 grams of each kind of sugar. There you go.
This
there
is
you go.
about 19 chocolate chips by
That's
quantity.
170 grams of chocolate
Each
chips.
chocolate chip is roughly 9 grams.
That is 320 grams of all-purpose flour.
Get some of that yellow goo in there.
74 grams of eggs.
What's this? Do I taste it?
That is baking soda, 4 grams of
Ah, my mouth is fizzy.
And then you have your salt here.
Oh,
which
yeah.
There's 5 grams of.
I'm a fan of a nice salty chocolate chip cookie. That's the thing that I think people screw up in chocolate chip cookies. They're not salty enough.
And I only have my sugars and butter in here, and I'm gonna cream them together.
Trevor, I've noticed these chocolate chips aren't fully sweet.
Yes, those are bittersweet chocolate chips, which is about 60 to 66%.
I thought you were gonna say
cocoa.
semi-sweet. The pun doesn't work when you say bittersweet.
Oh, okay, sorry. Semi-sweet chocolate chips are about 60 to 66% cocoa. So it's kind of in between dark and milk, but more on the dark side. When I make chocolate chip cookies, I actually like to use half dark and stop, slow it down.
Nope. What I would normally do is just mash this all together with my hands.
Well, that's essentially what you're doing right now. You're just using a machine.
I would like to race this machine in cookie making with my bare hands. Because you can turn your hand into a whisk if you just do that a lot.
Josh, nothing that you say about how much of a degenerate bake you are can ruin my mood. I'm so happy right now that we get to bake cookies.
I am happy
love
too,
it.
and I'm really excited for you to show that all of your knowledge and all that money you spent on the degree was completely useless because my free baked cookies rule. I remember the cookies that I dropped off your house because I dehydrated apples. It was an apple molasses spice cookie, but they were flat like pancakes.
Yeah, and they were pretty rough.
My cookie dough's done, so I don't know what's taking yours
is
so long.
done.
As far as I'm concerned, I've won the race.
You don't want to over cream your butter and sugar. You don't want to whip too much air into it. Generally about a minute, 2 minutes is a good amount of time. And then now I'm going to slowly stream in the eggs, and I like to do this just on stir. I don't want to go too fast because you want to make sure that you don't deflate the air that you just whipped into your butter and sugar. So
I call this cookie sashimi.
I'm gonna add in the eggs gradually.
My cookie dough's done. Trevor, how much does each cookie weigh?
Each cookie, when I bake cookies, I do about 110 grams per cookie. That's probably about 50
No,
grams.
I can do it.
Creaming your butter and sugar together whips air into it, which causes your cookies to be fluffier. The reason your cookies are probably so flat is because you don't cream. You don't have that natural rise.
I thought I just wasn't putting enough love into my cookies and that's why they were flat. So I started screaming at them saying, "This is tough love," and then they didn't get any more rise.
Well, I mean, honestly, by not wanting to spend the time to cream your butter and sugar together, that's like not putting enough love into your cookies.
Oh, that's actually fair. If people talk about love in cooking, it is honestly kind of like taking the extra step, like doing that.
All right, so I'm gonna add in my flour, salt, and baking soda now. I'm gonna add all that in there.
I'm already making my cookies, man. You're losing it.
No, I know, but mine are gonna be so much better.
Trevor, what's your favorite cookie and why is it chocolate chip?
My favorite cookie is chocolate chip. I just think they're so pure. I think they're perfect. I think that chocolate chip, it doesn't get any better than that. I don't know, it's just like the quintessential cookie for me. I
Speaking
love
of
them.
purity, how do you practice purity in your own life?
Josh, you know me. You know that I am a celibate Christian gamer, okay?
That's what's
you know
up.
that I practice abstinence, and I'm saving myself for marriage.
But in like a video game, like a Sims marriage.
I don't really play The Sims, but thank you for thinking that I'm not capable of getting a girlfriend, you meanie face.
I had a girlfriend in The Sims once.
That's big for you, man. What was her name?
Corfonza. She was hot. I couldn't understand a word she was saying though. She was like,
My cookie dough's done. Do you want to see if there's any like contrast in the cookie dough itself?
yeah, wow.
Wow, mine's
already is,
Yeah,
eh?
it's a lot lighter.
Anytime you see a dough that's lighter than another dough, that just means more air was whipped into it. It's incredible that the same amount of ingredients yielded such two different textures just across the doughs.
Yeah.
But I'm not conceding defeat yet. We still gotta bake these. Trevor.
Yes.
We got cookies fresh out of the oven.
Yeah,
what,
we
a,
do.
what a delightfully inviting smell. These are baked at 350 for about 15 minutes on the top rack. Every oven is different though. Who knows how much heat loss you got in your oven? I don't know your life. I don't wanna know about your kids. I do, they seem lovely. These are out of the oven and you can see an immediate difference.
Yeah, these ones spread a lot more. They look like they deflated a lot
They're
more.
kissing.
They're touching in the middle. They're touching tips.
And you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to touch before marriage.
And yeah, these ones just look a lot like more plump.
This still looks like a really good cookie though. The no creaming, like, this is gonna taste like a good cookie too.
Yeah.
Beautiful texture on the inside. Just
nice
like a
soft
medium
cookie, yeah.
steak. What a delight. I cannot imagine a better cookie than this. We shouldn't even try that one. No
okay.
creaming wins.
All right.
Josh is right. Look at us.
It's good. I mean, it has great taste. It is just a little bit more dense. You can like feel how it's like more tightly packed together.
I like a nice dense chewy cookie this night. I mean, this is an ace freaking cookie recipe.
Yeah.
This is unbelievably good.
All right, cream.
Cream.
I'm a cream man.
You can physically feel there's like
already, yeah. Like if you just look at them side by side, you
man.
can see how much fluffier this one is compared to how much fluffier the cream
It's fluffy,
one
but
is.
it's not cakey. And like
Yeah.
you physically see, it's like when you get undercooked bread that
Yeah.
you bite through and it kind of like the crumb doesn't puff back out.
Yeah.
You can see this is kind of collapsing into itself if you press
Yeah.
on it. Whereas this, it has some nice surface tension, but it's not cakey,
No.
right? God dang it!
It's so phenomenal.
Stupid idiot.
Oh my God, you're so wrong. Oh my God.
I mean, these are both really good cookies, but like, yeah, you can tell on the inside, like this just has a much more delightful sort of crumb to it.
Yeah.
And again, it's not cakey, even though it's fluffier, like it eats like just a really freaking good,
Oh man.
like cookie. I hate that you're correct. Creaming goes on, creaming wins.
Creaming wins.
God, that's good cream. I love creaming.
Let's take this plate.
Wow, that's not art.
Totally.
That's vandalism.
No,
You're not allowed to
funny.
do that. Would you
Funny.
go graffiti Annalise's car?
Yep.
Would you key Ammo's moped? Ammo, I assume you drive a moped.
V, look at that creaming one.
I know.
I could have told you that. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, right?
Yeah, I definitely guessed that one right.
Creaming take one. Second six. All right, so now we have the very important job of choosing the chocolate that goes into our cookies. Are you a
Okay.
chip girl, a chunk girl, a wafer girl?
Honestly, Nicole, you're gonna be so disappointed in me. I don't even eat chocolate like that.
Oh my God.
But it's cookies right now. So when I do, I'm a very basic child. I like to do chip.
Really? So I also did a little bit of baking myself back in the day. I also have a little bit of a degree in pastry, but not everybody knows that. I'm a wafer girl through and through. I love the way that
Really?
the way that it exists in a cookie. Can you like? I already know chunk and chip like don't even like hold a candle to it. But for the sake of science, I'm gonna give it like a good old like
Right.
fashion try.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how if this like affects the structure of the cookie
Yeah.
or like what it is. But this I feel like is gonna melt beautifully inside.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited.
Trevor, out of the kindness of his heart, already pre-portioned our creamed doughs for us. What a cutie. So all we gotta do is mix in our chocolates and see what the decision is.
Okay, I'm ready.
You know, I know it's called a chocolate chip cookie, V, but I'm not a chocolate chip girl. I don't know what it is. I mean, like in a brownie, give me chunks in the brownie.
The only chunks I want in my brownies are walnuts.
Oh my God, walnut. Why are we putting walnuts in?
I don't know. Why didn't we test that? What kind of nuts to put in our
So
cookies?
silly. Okay, good. That's all nicely mixed in and homogeneous. I'll take care of the chunk.
Okay.
Oh my God. Do you bake a lot?
I honestly don't bake anything but chicken. We didn't eat a lot of sweets growing up. My mom was like, oh, you know, here you go. Congratulations on your A, you get a carrot.
She used to give you carrots as your gift?
Yes.
My mom used to give me spoonfuls of Nutella if I was a good girl,
No. I
which
didn't get-
explains a lot. So let's shape these bad boys and put them in the oven and see what our results are.
I'm so excited.
Let's do it. I have 6 cookies in front of you.
Oh man.
Let's start with the original chip of chocolate chip.
Why do they call this a chip if it's not in the shape of a chip?
Like a potato
Like a
chip?
potato chip.
You want potato chips of chocolate?
That's called a wafer, see?
Yeah, see? They're still warm.
Oh, that's my favorite way to
There's
eat
nothing
it.
better than a warm chocolate chip cookie. It's classic, delicious.
And it's like a nice even spread of chocolate chips. Like I like it when it's spread all across. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes it gets like too creamy for me.
Yeah, I did get some parts of the cookie that are not very chocolatey, but that's okay. I'm gonna give the chip the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay,
It's
let's
a
go.
good chip.
Time for chunk.
Chunk eye.
Chunk it up. I can already tell that the chocolate is like beautifully like melted. Oh, see, like that's more satisfying to me than a chip.
It's interesting, when I thought of a chocolate chunk, I didn't think it was gonna be in this shape specifically. I thought
Okay.
it was gonna be more of just like, honestly, a big square.
Yeah, a lot of the
Like a
times
wafer.
when people don't have like chunks readily available, you can just cut up a bar.
I like this better, I'm not gonna lie.
The distribution of chocolate makes so much more sense. It's not as sparse. Also, the way that the chocolate's formed, it's like fudgy, melty, but also solid.
Right.
You know what I mean? It gives you like 3 layers of chocolate that works so well with the cookie dough.
Ooh, yes. Wafer.
I'm gonna crack this bad boy open.
See,
Wow.
I already like this one because I like that it's
pool.
flat, you know, and it's in the middle, and it kind of just like it's like a mini cookie sandwich.
It's
already.
like a pool. It's like you want to dive into that. You see what I mean?
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh, you got a beautiful piece.
I did.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
cheers.
like the cookie chocolate cookie action. Like I get a nice layer of everything.
Yum.
I have had way too much chocolate today, guys.
I know you're not the biggest chocolate person, so the distribution of chocolate in this is a little bit higher.
Right.
So, but how are you feeling? I want to know.
I'm digging.
You're a
the
wafer girl. Me
digging
too.
the wafer.
I think it's just a beautiful cookie. The way that it pools and the way that it.
Yeah.
I mean,
look at that piece of
where's
art
the
right there.
Do we have a slow motion camera?
Yeah.
Do we?
No.
Why don't we have a slow motion
There's an
camera?
A, B, C, or D.
I can't work under these conditions, man. But wafer did win.
Yeah.
So we need to tell the guys that
Yeah.
wafer won.
Okay.
So.
I already know the best way to communicate with Josh. Right. We got to speak his language.
His love language.
Ranch.
What are you doing?
It's midday snack time.
What are you doing?
Focus on the
Who does that?
What won the last beat?
I don't know, you tell me.
My God. Wafers, they knew. Nicole, how did you know? Where is she? This is really good.
Stop.
This was a joke.
Put it away.
But ranch bread is really delightful. It was a joke, but now it's real, a part of my life.
All right.
All right, okay, so I gotta finish eating my toast. It was untoasted toast.
Do you want me to explain this then?
They call that toast sashimi.
Okay, so the myth we're testing now is what kind of sugar is best in your chocolate chip cookies. And we are testing all white sugar versus brown sugar versus half brown and half white. Nobody really does all white sugar, I feel like, in chocolate chip cookies, but we figured why not test it?
Yeah, why not test it? And I feel like I can explain the rest of this. If you look at the white sugar, it looks pretty white.
Yeah,
The
wow.
brown sugar dough, it's pretty brown. Whereas the half and half, that looks half brown, half white.
Josh, you might be wondering what I'm doing right now.
Oh, let me do the thing on Top Chef where they go like, hey Chris, what you cooking? Hey Trevor, what you doing?
So I'm just weighing out so that all of our cookies are the same size, and I'm weighing them to 110 grams because I don't know, that's what we did at the bakery that I worked at. So you can start shaping that one if you want.
How do you shape it? Do you shape it like a hockey puck? Do you go ball?
So
do you go?
I go ball into puck.
Okay, so I'm gonna just start kind of booling it around.
I just put it in a ball and then I kind of just
Crazy
mash
sexy
it a little
bowl
bit.
right here.
Do you want me to show you kind of what I do? It's pretty easy. You don't have to do that much. You literally just get it into a ball shape and then you press it down and then I do a little.
I'm really pretty. I just want you to be proud of me.
No, that's a good
Thank
ball.
you. Yeah.
So you just get a little puck, you know? It doesn't have to be perfect.
Get a little puck. All right.
All cookies are beautiful.
So we're balling, we're pucking.
Yeah, well,
We've already creamed.
We have creamed.
We've already creamed.
Yeah,
so
and
that's
creaming
good.
is good, okay?
Relaxes
You
the cookie
can cream,
dough.
okay? It's not weird. It's a totally normal, natural thing.
All right, cookies are shaped.
Yeah.
These are going in the oven. Same game plan as last time.
Yeah.
What are your predictions? What do you think's gonna happen?
Half and half is gonna win, Josh.
No, it's not. All brown sugar is gonna win because
No,
brown
it's
sugar
not.
is the better tasting. This is Trevor. When I
okay.
free bake,
Structurally, you're compromising a lot by not having white sugar in it. White sugar adds the structure, brown sugar adds a lot of flavor. You do half and half so that you get the best of both worlds.
brown sugar tastes more better in my mouth.
We're gonna
my
pop,
mouth hole.
We're gonna pop them in the oven.
The mouth hole knows all.
Like we said before. I mean, it's crazy. You can just see the visual difference. Like, these are obviously all white sugar.
Definitely. I'm curious to see what's going on the inside though, because like
Yeah.
you mentioned, white sugar gives more structure. Brown sugar for people that don't know, it is literally white sugar that has been mixed with molasses. So anytime you're doing that, you're literally adding like liquid into the
Yeah.
equation, right? So
Yeah.
that I suppose is why you balance them. That said, maybe I like a liquidy cookie.
Maybe you
I want a
do.
molten lava cookie. Should we crack open the all white sugar?
Yeah.
I do love it, just a plain sugar cookie, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a really pretty cookie.
Oh, nice molten, those chocolatey wafers in there, they're absolutely clutch.
The chocolate is so overpowering. You're missing out a lot. This is bad.
That's a trip. This is terrible.
Yeah, it's a really bad
I would
cookie.
much rather just have a sugar cookie.
Yeah, 100%.
Weird.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I feel gross. All right.
Brown sugar.
Yeah, it's wet.
Wet inside.
It's wet.
Yeah, nice and wet.
Love this for us. This is gonna be good as hell. I don't care what you say.
It just like dissolves.
It almost like doesn't.
Yeah, it just like doesn't, like it's so floppy.
Just
and,
droop.
Like, there's barely any structure.
As far as taste goes, like you get that deep richness from.
Stop,
Sorry, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. I have self-defeating
spaz?
tendencies. I asked my therapist that I don't have because I have self-defeating tendencies, so I haven't gotten one.
Half and half? This is so beautiful. I already know what my vote is.
God dang it.
Biting into this.
Yeah, I know. This sucks.
Yeah, wow. This is so phenomenal.
White sugar sucks. Brown sugar too wet.
Half and half wins!
Half and half's the winner, and I'm not doing so hot. This is worse than fantasy football last year. That was bad.
Should we go get Nicole and V?
Let's go to Nicole. Let's get him back here.
Wait. I have a great idea. Let's get the new intern to go tell him to come. That
Oh
way we
my
don't have
God.
to do any work.
Daniel, you little twerp, you little useless piece of crap. I don't care that you go to the Metal School of Journalism at Northwestern. Go get Nicole and V and tell them to come back here. Shut up, intern Danny. Myth Muncher.
That?
Why'd you just
Why'd
say
you
that to
yell
He
me?
needs to know. No, he knows.
Why'd you say
He
that
was
to
nice.
me?
He was nice.
He's nice.
Myth Munchers.
Yes.
We have determined that creaming is good. It's good for
Yes.
your mind and body health, and also great for cookies. we have determined that wafers are better than chips and chunks. We have determined that half brown, half white, there is merit to that. Now we gotta go frozen puck versus refrigerated puck versus room temp puck. If you see, this is indeed frozen. Why is that like a magician who's been like, this glass is solid?
Can I have that?
Yeah, do
I
you-
love eating frozen cookie dough.
That's,
Oh.
did you munch the myth? Is it better?
I just love eating frozen cookie dough.
All right, and this batch has been refrigerated. As you can see, Nicole, can you test that? Show the audience that it is indeed real cookie dough. And then now we have room temperature, splat. Look at that, done.
This is your cookie.
This is your cookie on Mythical Kitchen. All right, ow. What are you seeing right now visibly in the difference? Because they all do look really different.
Cracking.
Craggy, kind of craggy, smooth.
Weird, do we like smooth cookies? I don't know, like which of these, if you saw these in a grocery store, which one would you buy?
I would go in the middle. I would go like kind of craggy, but not like this kind.
But this looks weirdly tantalizing. I don't
This
know how
looks
to
like a
explain it.
cartoon cookie to me.
That makes me feel uncomfortable.
I like it.
Smooth cookie.
I say we start frozen. I say we start with
Okay,
frozen.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
down.
cool.
All right.
Thanks
There you
for
go, Trevor.
Wow.
This is incredibly smooth. It's
It's
like Mr. Clean's head.
Hey, that's a nice looking man.
I mean, it's a great cookie.
If you guys are
There's
crush on
almost
Mr.
like
Clean.
no texture on top.
This cookie looked like it got laser hair removal. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel it.
Here you go.
I'm gonna reserve
I
judgment
do.
until we try the other ones. Do you have
Me
any
too.
initial thoughts?
Best investment of your life, Laser.
It really is. High five. Agreed.
Now that myth
Yeah.
has been munched.
I nair my body every 2 weeks.
Ew, do you
High five.
really?
High five you for that.
I used to near in like 7th grade before I knew what I was worth.
If you see the refrigerated one, it seems like it has like a better crumb to it. Like it's like a
sure.
little
Yeah.
bit raw. It's got that nair body on the outside. It's smooth and sexy, but on the inside, vapid.
True.
It's like right
of
in
like
the
me.
middle.
This one has such a beautiful texture all around. The top like
Oh.
isn't
Sure does.
too crunchy.
I like when it's still doughy in the middle like that.
This is the damn near
It's
perfect
my
cookie.
definition of a perfect cookie.
Room temp.
I got one
Do you
for
want me to touch it for you?
Thank you.
you're so sweet.
Thank you, Trevor.
This one's a lot flatter.
This one is a
Yeah,
lot flatter.
definitely flat.
And there's probably not gonna be as much contrast in there, but I don't know if that's necessarily a good or bad thing.
It's not as fluffy to me.
Interesting.
Very
Okay.
nice break.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like you don't get as much texture in the middle.
Yeah, the main difference you're getting is that the room temp spreads out perfectly to get a lot of like evenness on it. But in the fridge one, you get these beautiful, almost like crackly, it's like what is it, the cornicione on a pizza? You know, you get like that contrast of the crispy edge.
No, cornichons are little pickles.
Pieces over here.
You're a little pickle. I think all on 3, we put our hands over the winning one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, all
All
right.
right, 1, 2, fridge. V's going frozen. You just want that raw cookie dough, don't you?
Yeah, I do, honestly.
Wait,
It's
you don't
just
even have to
like
cook
so
it.
satisfying. And I knew all you guys were gonna pick refrigerated anyway. So I wanted to be the smooth laser.
You can be the Nair lady. That's
be the
okay.
Nair lady.
But it
I
looks
will.
like definitively most of us by majority
3 out of 4.
refrigerated is better.
Refrigerated!
All right, so let's get to predictions. We can go to mine. This is gonna be real short. The correct answer today is no creaming, chunk, all brown, room temp, also baking his lies, also guaranteeing victory over Trevor. Trevor, coming at you. I got 0 out of 4. Who would have thought? I said no cream, obviously. That was wrong. I said chunk. I like that. All brown sugar, room temp. I flubbed it. I flubbed this one. Nicole, what did you guess?
My money's on creaming, wafer, chetzi chetzi, and frozen. Chetzi chetzi means 50-50 in Hebrew, in case you were wondering. I guess 3 out of 4 correct, which is passing 75%. I think I did okay.
V.
Yeah.
And what have you guessed?
Creamy, wafer, brown sugar, room temp, and this is basically all of us after too many cookies. I did 2.
Trevor, and on to the Wonder Boy, the baking legend, Trevor Eve Arts.
Creaming with wafer chocolate, half brown sugar, half white sugar, and baked from the fridge.
I got 4 for 4. Let's go. Everyone clap it up. He has an actual degree in baking. Wow. Trevor's so smart. Trevor's so smart. That's it. I thought we actually did learn a lot of really incredible things. Oh, also, I got to give you that soiled bra from 9 years ago. That was what I said at the top of the episode that I'd give you.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Creaming definitely does do something, but you can still make a pretty good cookie if your recipe is on point with the ratios.
Yeah.
With no creaming, none of these were bad cookies. The only crappy cookie we ate today was the all white sugar.
Yeah.
But even if you go all brown sugar, it's still not bad, but half and half definitely was the way to go. And then again, all of these cookies, frozen versus fridge versus room temp, they were all really good. Fridge just knocked it out, except for V, who likes to eat raw cookie dough, so she likes the frozen one. We got the written recipe down in the description. It is a really fantastic cookie recipe, and honestly, so many of these routes that you go produce a really good cookie, play around with it, find the things that you love, because that is the essence of baking. Now that I am a certified baking master, I can tell you that when you put love into your cookies, just in the way that you put love into your life and all of the people around you, it's that little bit of care, that extra effort, and well, a whole lot of butter that makes the extra difference. Thank you so much for stopping by the Mythical Kitchen. We got new episodes for you every week. Oh, you scamps. We got new episodes to our podcast, A Hot Dog is a Sandwich, every Wednesday, wherever you get your podcasts. Hit us up on Instagram at Mythical Kitchen. Who's touching me? Hashtag dreams become food. We'll see y'all next time. Get as messy as you want in your own kitchen when you have the Mythical Kitchen Towels, available now at mythical.com.